Hey guys, welcome back. So I told you I would be jumping on this week to record how to pack your whole show weekend in one carry-on suitcase and one carry-on backpack. I have not actually tried this yet, so this could be an epic fail or a trial and error on my part. But there's been some things through the years of doing shows that I've realized that I packed and I didn't need, packed too much of, brought too many clothing options, cared too much about, maybe wearing the same workout outfit twice, or just packed extra junk that I didn't need, like a whole laptop, which now, because of what I do for work and coaching, there will be some of the show weekends that I do take my small laptop with me, but again, that's one easy thing, shove it in the back. But I would bring different notebooks and journals and all this crazy stuff. So there are some things that, while you may think are necessities for show weekend, they're really not. And you're so busy and you have so much going on that at the end of the weekend you realize what you thought you might do when you were bored sitting in your hotel room, or what you might need or have time for or want while you're there, you actually don't use it all. So this is going to be my very, probably the bare minimum thing you can pack when going on a show weekend. And for some of you girls, it may be even less than this, because I do personally do my own hair, my own tan, and my own makeup. So that takes up a lot of room in the packing, which is also why it is hard to think about doing just the carry-on luggage because of the pro tan. So this is going to be trial and error for the first show, and I might end up having to do a backup emergency book a tanning appointment if I run out of tanning products, but I think I have it pretty close to how much I'll actually need for the show weekend. So there may be some stuff that I've forgotten in the midst of this. I brought it into the other room to have a nice clean background and area to work on, but we are gonna see if we can fit all of this stuff in just the carry-on suitcase and the carry-on backpack. So most airlines, you can have, if you fly Southwest, you get the carry-on included and the backpack included. If you fly Spirit, American, most time you have to pay for one or both of those. So just check your airlines out, stuff like that. But for my carry-on backpack, I did get I think this is just the 25-liter Wolfpack meal management bag. I'm trying this out this year because this has the pocket for the cooler to again limit the amount of things that I take with me. I used to take the 6-pack cooler bag, but then that would have to count as my personal item, so I didn't have a backpack. I just had my suitcase, and it just created, I think, more stress because I couldn't get things out easily and I couldn't fit anything in the meal prep bag. So I'm hoping this is a game changer and helps a lot. And then I did get new luggage this year. I have had the same luggage for 6 years, and they were looking a little rough, and I just wanted a color change, but I went with the Swiss Gear brand. It's a really cute mint color, and honestly, what sold me the most on this suitcase is the fact it has a cup holder. So when I get my Starbucks, my coffee, because y'all know how much I love my caffeine. Speaking of, my coffee's right over there, actually. I made one from home today. But yeah, that's super handy to me. It's something really little, but I think it'll be helpful when I'm in the airport and you have your hands full of everything. So, and then the other thing that I always make sure I have is just a tiny little fanny pack bag, because this is small enough I can shove it in my backpack so it doesn't count as an item. But when I'm on show weekends and I go to check-ins or something like that, I don't like to take my whole backpack with me or have a handful of all my crap with me. So you can do that, or one other option is if you take your suit in one of the suit bags that they come in, you can use this as kind of like a little purse to also save even more room. So technically you don't even need the little fanny pack, and maybe that is something that I'll end up doing. So this will be my working area. So I'm gonna start with the suitcase first, just because that's where I'm gonna put all my biggest stuff. Something else I did get was these little packing cubes off of Amazon. I started using these last year or the year before, and I found them really helpful. You can fit your stuff in it. It's not like a vacuum seal bag, but they do have the double zipper to where once you cram it all in there, then you can compress it down. And it's also easy to keep stuff separated for like what's for show day, what's for after, that kind of stuff. So first things first is I'm going to pack my bigger items. These items take up a lot of space. So one benefit of taking all carry-on stuff is you don't have to stress over what you put in your carry-on and what you put in your checked luggage. If you do checked luggage and carry-on, what you always want to make sure is that you put your bikini and your heels and your jewelry in your carry-on. You don't want to put them in your checked luggage. Maybe you've gotten lucky. I have not. I've had my luggage lost last year, like 3 or 4 times. I will say I was lucky enough to have it lost on the way back home, not to a show, but I have always put it, my bikini and my heels, in my carry-on because I am not going to chance getting it lost. So the good thing about this is if you only take carry-on stuff, then you don't have to worry about that. It all goes in a carry-on, and I would much rather put my bikinis in my suitcase than in my backpack because they're less likely to get like squished and crammed around and stuff like that. So it's really hard to know where to start. Okay, so on the side that is not zipped, that is uncovered, is where I'm actually gonna put this stuff, and I'm gonna lay it flat. So this is 1 towel, 1 queen fitted, or 1 queen flat sheet, and 1 pillowcase. So I don't take a full sheet set, I only take the flat sheet, and I like lay it out, and then I just fold it in half, and I slide in the middle, and then I still use their covers, but I don't sleep directly on their covers because I don't want to pay for their covers whenever my tan gets all over it. And I do take 1 towel with me to use immediately after my first shower after I get the tan off, because again, I don't want to trash their towels and end up charged for something that's really dumb. So I put all of that in this little zipper bag, and I'm going to put that on the side that is not covered by the zipper. Then I also have my backstage blanket. I am iffy on whether I will take this or not. For now, I'm gonna put it in there, but if I run out of room, this guy is gonna go, and honestly, the day of the show, I might just take the sheet that I sleep on backstage with me to save even more room. But we'll see if I can fit this in and make it work. So that takes up quite a bit of space on this side, but I still have a whole backpack and not a whole lot to pack. So things I used to do that I'm not doing anymore. I used to take a workout outfit for like every day I was gone because I didn't want to wear the same one in a row, but now I don't do that, which is probably gonna gross. Some people will not like that, and I used to be that person, but honestly, like, you're covered in tan, you're usually only having like, if you travel like Thursday through Sunday for a show weekend, which is usually like the longest period, maybe some people go on Wednesday, but for me it's usually Thursday through Sunday. So Thursdays I might have a workout when I get there. So for what I'm wearing, I wear one of my workout outfits, I wear a t-shirt, and I wear a jacket, so I don't have to pack the jacket or anything. Even if I'm not hot or whatever, or not cold, I still wear the jacket on the plane, so I don't have to pack it in my bag. Then something I'm changing this year is these are the slides I got to wear on show day. So they're actually the hard bottom like sandals. So I am going to start wearing these with just socks on travel days because it's comfy. It's a lot nicer than wearing like hard tennis shoes, whatever, which I used to wear full on tennis shoes. But I've come to realize whenever you go on show weekends, you don't actually do like a super hard and intense workout. You're not getting any like crazy hard leg days or anything like that. So for shoes, I'm actually taking just slip-on shoes that I can like, these little guys are really small. I can shove down to like nothingness and like cram in my bag. And these will be good enough to do cardio for, 2 days and maybe 1 workout in, because it's not like I'm doing anything crazy intense. So Again, this is all gonna be personal preference. Maybe you have to wear a pair of tennis shoes. If so, take those. Maybe your slippers are a lot, smaller than this for show day and you can pack those easier. So you're gonna have some variances, but these are just things that I'm going to try out this year for me. So, all of this over here is stuff I'm wearing on the plane. So not packing, but that workout outfit I wear on the plane, I'm gonna wear it when I work out when I get there, and I'm gonna wear it Friday for my morning cardio, because most people don't have a workout on Fridays. Maybe you have a little bit of cardio that morning, and if so, it's probably not that much, and you're not gonna get that sweaty in it. And then Saturday, you're not gonna wear a workout outfit or anything. Everybody always thinks they might wear something else, but in theory, you stay in your robe or your cover-up gown and your sweatpants, and then your bikini is what you're wearing Thursday. So that is part of what clothing I'm taking. So my shoes, I'm gonna go ahead and just shove in here since I have them over here. So I'm gonna put those right on the bag with my sheets in it. Then for clothes I'm taking with me, I will take another workout set to wear on Sunday when I come back home. And I will either wear the same t-shirt that I wore on the plane ride there, because in all reality, you wear it for like 3, maybe 5 hours max, and nobody cares. You're gonna be covered in tan stuff from the show, and it doesn't matter. You're gonna take it off and immediately go shower when you get home. So I'm just taking that. I'll wear the same t-shirt, or most shows give you a shirt and you can wear that home. So if they don't, you can just wear the one that you wore whenever you came. So I only have one workout set. For the weekend, I'm only bringing one night outfit. I use the Pro Tan, like dress, gown. I sleep in that with my tan on, and then, I sleep in that the other nights, or I just don't sleep in anything and I just use the sheets. So that's easy. I used to take separate like night outfits for the nights I didn't have the tan on and everything, and now I realize that it really doesn't matter. Who cares? Just wear the same thing. So only one outfit for sleep for that. And then I found on Amazon, I wore these bigger sweatpants. They're really comfortable. They're actually from TLF. I love them so much, but they were so thick. They took up so much room in my suitcase. I was like, yeah, I can't do this year. So I like the thinner pants anyways, because I do get hot, but I could never find any that were long enough. So I actually ordered men's pajama pants off of Amazon. These are super soft, really long. The material, it's not gonna rub or anything on the tan. So just for a hack, if you're a taller girl, order guys pajama pants on Amazon. It's perfect. So these are super thin, it takes up way less room in my suitcase, and very easy to just shove right there in the corner. So I have those, and then for dresses. So let's talk post-show and check-ins. Everybody always likes to think that they need to pack so much stuff for a post-show, when in all reality, a lot of girls will end up just wearing their sweats and their robe or the t-shirt they got at the show, because you're so tired after the show you don't really care. Or if you want to wear a dress and dress up, wear the same dress that you wear to check-ins. So pro check-ins are a little bit different than the amateur check-ins as far as like people dressing up and everything, but in my opinion, I think you should always dress up for check-ins. Like put some makeup on, fix your hair, wear something nice, and like show the judges your best self whenever you first get in front of them. It's never going to hurt you. People may look at you a little weird because you're more dressed up than they are, but it will never hurt you. It will only, I think personally, help you and make you look more professional. So especially if you're in this sport for the long haul and you want to become a pro and you want to have that kind of reputation, then be put together whenever you go out. So that is what I am now doing. I'm taking one dress for check-ins, and if I feel like wearing a dress after the show to go out and have dinner, it's going to be the same dress. So one item for the Thursday that I'm going to wear, and for Saturday night. So saves on packing, it's really easy. And I know a lot of you girls like to wear heels with your dresses. So me personally, I don't. I'm always taller than everybody, so I don't like to wear heels. But I mean, you have these super pretty, like glitzy shoe fairy. The shoe fairies are the heels that I wear. I love them. I'm not a sponsored athlete by them, but I'll probably never wear any heels other than these. But these are fun, really pretty, you know, goes with anything. So this will go with a black dress. Just wear your stage heels if you really want to wear heels. Save you a lot of space, because if you're like me, I do take 2 extra pairs, or not 2 extra pairs, but 2 pairs total of heels just in case something happens. I always take 2 suits, 2 heels. That is the only thing I am now taking double of, and the only thing I probably will ever continue to take double of to every show. Especially because I am taller and none of my stuff fits the general public. So most girls don't have a size 10 heel, and most girls don't have my suit cut. So I will always take 2 of both. But if you don't want to wear your stage heels, I recommend just a simple pair of cute flip-flops. That's what I'm taking. And honestly, after you're on stage off and on all day Saturday, most people don't even want to wear the heels because they're tired and their feet hurt and they just want to relax. So these things take up like no room at all. You can shove them down right by your nice little flat tennis shoes. So I'm just going to shove those on the side there. It's like they were never even there. And then, obviously, I brought these in just to show that I am packing them. Undies, socks, bras, whatever. These little packing cubes, I like this because you can keep those separate, and because competitors always bring food, the airline always dumps out my bags every single time, and I don't want all my goodies shown to the whole TSA. So all of your under stuff in there in the little packing cube. So now we go on to show day, our most important stuff. So on the zipped portion of my suitcase, I'm now going to put my 2 stage bikinis, my stage jewelry, my robe, and possibly my heels if it fits. It's getting pretty full, but we still have quite a bit of room. So here is 1 suit. I actually have room to, well, I'll put this way. So here's 2. Here's my jewelry, my stage robe, and yeah, that's all the clothes. So as far as heels, I think I'm actually gonna try to put the heels over here in the non-zippered portion if I can fit them. So over here, on the covered part still, I'm gonna try to put my makeup. So I fit all of my makeup in these 2 things. I got these off Amazon. I really love these. They're RELAVEL brands. I don't know how to pronounce that, but like one has all my eye stuff in it, one has all my foundation, everything in it. This is literally everything I use for stage in these 2 things. So shove those in there, and then these are my bronzers. This just doesn't fit because of what it comes in. The other thing that I am doing this year is, instead of taking like full bottles of your shampoo and conditioner, so if you guys have like extensions, anything like that, a lot of people have very specific like stuff that they use in your hair. Well, you don't need to take everything you need for your normal stuff for the whole entire show weekend. If anything, like I wash my hair once the day before the show, and I've never seen a hotel that didn't have a blow dryer, so you don't need to pack that. If that happens, I'm sorry, I've never seen that. But I found these little small circle containers, and I'm gonna put just enough of shampoo and conditioner for me to wash my hair once. After the show, if you want to wash your hair and everything again, and you know don't want to, you want to pack it in smaller things like this, just use what they have at the hotel, and then do it better with your normal stuff when you get back home. And then as far as like body wash, stuff like that, I don't take that with me. I just use whatever's at the hotel. So basically I'll fit these in here. This is like whatever you want to call all of your bathroom stuff. So some things that I take with me: one of the makeup remover cloths, a shower cap for show day whenever I rinse my tan off in the morning, but my hair is already like fix some dry shampoo, some hair puffer styler stuff, and then of course like makeup remover wipes, toothpaste, toothbrush, that kind of stuff. So all of that goes in there, and I can fit these two little guys in here as well, I think. I'm just gonna shove it and see if it zips. And it did. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on top of my suits. It's in there, and I think that is pretty much all I can fit on that side. It is really full. So the next thing I think we're gonna try to pack in here is the heels. Remember, I still have the whole backpack that I can utilize too. Actually, the other thing I'm gonna put in the zipper side, because I think I can fit this in here, is my curling iron. I do curled hair for most of the shows. I'll never take both. I will definitely either decide whether I am curling or straightening my hair before I ever leave the house, and that is the only thing that I'm taking, because those take up way too much room to take both. So that is all in there. This thing is gonna be heavy. So this side here is one pair of heels, and are these gonna fit? Oh, they do. I may not be able to close this, but so there is two pair of heels. So this means my pro tan is going to have to go in the backpack, because I most definitely do not have room to put that in the suitcase. I'm not sure if this is gonna zip either, but it does have one of the expanders on it, and I believe I've put them in the top of the airline compartments with the expander open. So if it's a carry-on size, it should fit even with that open. Oh, it is zipped. That is really heavy. I don't know how many shows the suitcase will last being packed that full, but I just won't lift it by the handle very much. Okay, the suitcase is full. So I still have the full backpack. Now, of course, you're gonna have your food packed in this. So I got off of Amazon that I found really cool this year. It's not really gonna help you on the way there, but it's gonna help you on the way back. And when you go to shows, you always get usually like a little gift baggie. They put some kind of stuff. Maybe you take it home, maybe you don't care, maybe you don't take it with you at all. But these collapsible containers, so they go pretty big. And then I do recommend, so last year for Christmas, Adam got me the freezer, like the vacuum seal bags. Those things are a game changer. I can put all of my protein in that for the whole entire weekend, vacuum seal it down, and it would literally fit in this tub. So essentially that's what this is gonna be for. And when you vacuum seal it in those, they stay frozen like forever. Like I have to portion out the food that I'm eating the day I'm traveling in separate baggies, because when I get there, I have to leave the bag of protein out for like quite a few hours, probably like 6-7 hours for it to unthaw. But those things are crazy, such a game changer. Probably one of the most useful gifts he's got me. It's unreal. When I first got it, I was like, oh, I don't know that I'll use those. And then I used it for the first time, and it stayed frozen all the way to the UK. That's the first time I used it. And that was a 11-hour flight, and it was still rock solid when I got there. So, but these, in combination with that and like these collapsible containers, you can put that in there. So I'll leave this, open just to show. And then this came in a set. So I know a lot of people will heat their food, or maybe make, a lot of people do rice, cream of rice, stuff like that. So I'm taking one of the smaller ones too, but leaving it collapsed. And then for show day, like your meat, let's say your protein all fits in here. your extra collapsible container. And then this little guy came off of Amazon too, really thin. It's just a plastic silverware kit. But if you don't even want to take this, most hotels you can get plastic silverware from there. Oh, one thing I did not bring in here was my food scale, but they make a food scale on Amazon that like is the size of this, and then it folds out, and then you set the stuff on it. So it's just as compact as this. So we'll let this is a food scale, and we're just gonna use the hotel silverware. So, but you know, this can literally go in a side pocket on your bag. So in the wolf pack, so here's my food here. Here's my extra container, but that can even go in here if you need to put more like meat, protein in here with an ice pack, because this, again, the meal management bags, this is a cooler portion, so you can put actual cold stuff in here. And then as far as carbs go, I mean, a lot of people will use rice, cream of rice, oats, anything like that. So that kind of stuff is really compact. If you use protein powders on peak week, I try to stay away from those, but that should pretty much all be able to fit here. The only thing is like rice cakes, but honestly, the way that things are these days, you can Instacart that stuff when you get anywhere. And whenever you know where you're going, you know where the host hotel is, look up online where the closest grocery store is, see if the Instacart delivers there. It's really easy to pre-plan. If they don't Instacart, if there's nowhere to get that, then you might have to sacrifice some room in your bag to shove some rice cakes or whatever else you need in there. But most places these days has the Instacart to use. So I'm going to have the rest of my little bit of carbs, stuff like that, and then I'll just get the other carbs that I need there, so I'm not packing that kind of stuff in here. Even if you use like peanut butter, honey, salt packets, anything like that, you're gonna be able to get that at any hotel that you stay at, any gas station, anything like that. So there is stuff that I used to freak out about, like having to have packed with me, but that you can find everywhere. And if it saves you the trouble of packing with you, and you know, don't have to pay for a checked bag, or don't have to just have the hassle of the checked bag, because really at some airports like Orlando, you're gonna be waiting like an hour for that checked bag. That's time that you could already be at the hotel doing your cardio, you know, going to sleep if you have a late flight. So to me, the time is a lot more valuable, and that's why I'm kind of doing this. So another thing is headphones. So I love my full coverage headphones. I would much rather use these. I like the sound, I like being able to zone everything out. But for travel, I leave those at home and I bring just the little pods. This is way smarter when it comes to travel. So some things, must-haves: headphones, of course, phone charger. This is a stand on Amazon. It literally comes with a Bluetooth remote inside of it. It's always so hard for me. It comes out fully extendable. Put your phone in right here, and then the bottom like pulls apart and becomes a tripod. Please get something proper to take check-in photos for your coach, because when you send them pictures with your phone on the ground or way above it, or in a completely like almost black hotel room, that tells them nothing, that gives them nothing to go off of. So the other thing, I found this on Amazon, it's Color Lizard. I just typed in like portable small travel tripod and Bluetooth remote. And then here is the other thing, every time. This is a light. It literally just clips on top of the phone. So you have your stand, clip this on top of the phone or put it behind your phone, whatever. And it has different modes: the more warm light, the mix, the bright, and then brighter, dimmer. So this guy I think was like 20 bucks, completely worth it. It was a game changer in my pictures when I went to the hotels. So this takes up like no room at all. I'm literally gonna put it in the front pocket of the wolf pack. Fits in there perfect. Put my light in there. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna put my phone charger in there and my headphones because that's what I'll use the day I'm traveling. And then the pouch behind it, where technically the meal management like portion, the cooler is, I'm gonna put that right on the side of it. So that slips in. Here's my lights, and then here's my brush. Slide that in, and here is my little fanny pack that I said that I'll take with me, and that fits right on top of that. And now I still have this whole back portion, which I don't want to put a ton of stuff in the backpack because I don't want to carry that around on my back all day. But if I take my laptop with me, oh, that's cool. Your backpack comes with silverware and a water pack too. If I take my laptop with me, it can fit super easy in the laptop pouch in the back. And then literally the last thing I have to pack here is the Protan. So I will put, this is one of the bombshell sportswear, like things that your outfits come in. I use these to carry my Protan stuff to the shows. They're really handy actually. And then I like to put this inside of another plastic bag because I get really paranoid that the Protan's gonna open up and leak all over everything. So I always try to separate this from my stage bikinis, no matter what, just because you never know what's gonna happen. So I take my pads, I'll have like a couple pairs of gloves, and then for this year, I think I'm gonna get those little spray bottles from Walmart. I believe 3 3-ounce bottles I think will be enough to do my 3 coats that I do with my tan. I do a coat the night before the show, and then I wake up, I rinse off, I do another coat, and then a final 3rd coat of the super dark competition color. So that's all I take with me. And then as far as like glazing and stuff, they have that at the shows. I've never been at a show that they don't have that, so I'm not going to take that kind of stuff with me, just because it's always there backstage. So in theory, I don't have those spray bottles yet, but stick all those in here. And more than enough room to put that in this back pouch. And I think that is actually everything. If you watch this all the way through, you can let me know if there's any like absolute to die for things that I missed in packing for a show weekend. But with this being the stuff that I'm wearing and having my food in here, I think we have just successfully packed a full show day weekend in a carry-on suitcase and a carry-on backpack. I'm honestly super surprised that everything on that bed fit in these 2 bags. So the backpack is actually pretty light. I would definitely put my laptop in this still, and even with the food, it's not going to be too heavy. My suitcase, it's pretty heavy. Definitely a 2-hand, maybe a help to get that in the case above, and probably not wanting to utilize this handle very much, but it's in there and that's what counts. So if you found this helpful, feel free to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what other fun tips and tricks for show weekends, prepping, anything like that you guys want to see.